And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Live at 5 for the hottest Friday of the month, and that would be March 26th. I'm Tara McCool, and Kurt is on assignment today. As you just saw, things are really heating up here today. We've got one of the premier heartthrob bands stopping by A Channel. Let's join Alex Pearson now live in our studios to set the scene. Hi, Alex. Set the scene. Take a look at our studio. We have 98-degree fans, our contest winners here live in studio, and in about 5 minutes, we are going to welcome the guys into our private party, guys. But the party has also spilled out onto the streets. We have Tyler live on 7th, right out there in the action, here to tell us what the temperature's like out there, Tyler.
Well, Alex, the temperature, getting a little hot behind me. Our temperature's actually 12 degrees right now, but I think it's going to get a lot hotter as we get closer to showtime. Look at these people back here. Look at this. Now, these are the die-hard 98 Degrees fans, and we're going to get more from them a little bit later, but now back into the studio with Alex.
They truly do have die-hard fans. Thank you, Tyler. Fabulous. The countdown is on. There's only a few minutes until the guys join us here live in the studio with band opener Joey. We have a special guest today. Let's go back to Tara in the newsroom to find out what else is coming up later on Live at 5. Tara? Today for about, well, 4 weeks for me and about 2 weeks for these contest winners that we've been waiting for 98 Degrees to join us here live in studio. So without much further ado, I welcome 98 Degrees, Drew and Jeff. Here they come. They need you louder, guys. Here they come, getting the pictures taken. Here we go. Here they go. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh, so good to have you here. You got some very loyal fans, indeed, loyal fans. Now, the last time you guys were in town was last December, and I remember I talked to you guys. You were in the mall. We were at Bankers Hall, that's right. And you played live here. We're going to give, for those who don't know 98 Degrees, a chance to see you. I mean, for you guys, it's a walk down memory lane, but for you guys, we're going to give a taste of what they were like last year, guys. Oh. This is you live last year.
Ooh, that's how it's going down. So show me everything that you're so good at. You can't get it, me, I'm going to spend my life to keep you coming wherever I'm going. So bye. Starting with tonight, tonight. There's no need to wait. There's no way down.
Not bad at all. Now, that was the Motown Crooners last year, and they've certainly come a long way in 1998. Here's what they're like now for those who don't know who they are. Go to your side. Your side. If you think you haven't heard of 98 Degrees, let us introduce you. Meet Drew, Nick, Jeff, and Justin, 4 of the hottest voices to hit airwaves.
The white version of Boyz II Men. Great melodies, great songs, you know, great show.
A great show that's also proving a winner on the airwaves.
These guys get it. It's pure pop, it's well packaged, well produced, and it sounds great on the air.
We know their latest album, And Rising, has got it. In fact, their latest is going straight to the top. This week on Billboard, 98 Degrees hit number 30, and they're still climbing.
This is, you know, a third of the way up the hill. And we keep on going up and up and up, and who knows when it's going to stop.
They're hot on air, they're hot on the charts. In fact, since the debut of And Rising, these guys have never really looked back.
It's probably been the most exciting year for 98 Degrees. And the fact they've, you know, you see the singles are flying up the charts. Everybody wants to meet them.
In the past year, they've met their fans through extensive touring across North America. And Canadian fans proved their loyalty. Every gig across this country was an instant sellout. But beyond touring, these guys have played for the biggest. Earlier this year, they took front and center at the American Music Awards, performing for millions while paying tribute to the legendary Billy Joel. And then they hit big on the silver screen. Along with co-Motown colleague Stevie Wonder, together they created a hit for the animated blockbuster Mulan. If you didn't know them before, now you know. 98 Degrees are definitely heating up. Now, the kids of the 90s are more informed than ever before, and the Beatlemania kind of hype surrounding our pop idols is still going strong. But as Julie Nolan shows us, today's teens are becoming a tougher crowd to sell.
Tapping into the teen market has been easy for some and more of a task for others. Teenagers are a picky group, and trying to figure out what they think is cool can be a full-time job.
I have fun with it. I mean, I definitely don't shrug it off. I enjoy it, obviously. It's a great job.
It has now become a highly visual world for today's teens. Not only are they influenced by mainstream media, but the director of marketing at the University of Calgary says these teens are more sophisticated than they were back in the 60s.
The thing that's different, I think, from the 60s is that advertisers probably were more often looked at as the voice of authority, and you could probably pour more messages down the teen market throat.
And teens are a tough market to crack. Advertisers are trying to come up with creative ways to sell to this group, and the ones that have the cash, otherwise known as parents.
We know who is spending the money, but we also know who controls it, and that's the teenager. So you've got to keep both in mind. But ultimately, if you can convince the teenager, most of the time, you can get to the parents.
If the moms and dads are coming to the shows and listening to the same music, you're going to attract that crowd as well.
And because this group is so knowledgeable, advertisers are bracing themselves for a tougher sell as these teens enter the workforce and become the buying group of tomorrow. From Northwest Calgary, Julie Nolan, 8 Channel News Now.
So much. Thank you, Julie. And, of course, buying it all up right now are the fans. This is fabulous, all getting an autograph from the boys. Tara, we're going to give it back to you in the studio, but eat your heart out. Look, I got the seat of the house.
Well, no kidding. I'm going to have to join you in there. How are the fans doing? We saw some people breaking down in there.
Are you kidding? They're going nuts. This is a dream of a lifetime. You don't often get to meet guys like this, and it's not, it's an up-close and personal experience.
You bet. Thanks a lot, Alex.
Welcome.
All right, we'll join Alex a little bit later in that studio, and it may be 98 degrees in here, but it really didn't come close. Think about our special Live at 5 today with 98 degrees. Do you like the format? Would you like to see more of this kind of show? You can let us know by logging on to www.a-channel.com. You can also reach us 24 hours a day by phone at 508-3348.
And thank you very much, Tara. I am indeed with the guys. Welcome to Calgary. Welcome to our studio.
It's great to be here. There's some great fans out here in Calgary. The pleasure is all ours.
Well, first of all, we've got to clear up something. We're missing 2 of the degrees.
That's right, 2 of the guys. Nick and Justin are ill. Actually, we're all getting over a cold. We've been traveling around on a tour bus, and on the tour bus, they don't have any heat. Our heater's broken, and so every day we wake up and everybody's sick and not feeling too good. So
and so you're the troopers.
Yeah, we're trying.
You got the better half.
That's right. Yeah,
okay.
You're not missing much anyway.
No. Speedy recovery. I'm sure the whole studio wishes them well. Do you not? Now it's time, I think, to give these guys a chance to ask you some questions, because you're not going to probably get to do it again. So who's got a question for 98 degrees? All right, we're going to go out right here to the audience. First of all, let's get your name.
Simone.
Simone what?
Simone Tan.
Okay, Simone, what do you want to ask the guys?
I just want to know, boxers or briefs?
Boxers or briefs?
Boxers or briefs? Boxer briefs. So there you go.
I knew we were going to get that question. Okay. But you didn't answer.
Oh, I wear boxers. Yeah, definitely. For freedom.
Who else has a question going down here? Okay, name?
Brittany Music.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of your songs are based on love, and I was just wondering what your idea of a romantic evening is.
Ah, good question.
Well, I think my ideal romantic evening would have to be, I mean, it's nothing in particular, no special scenery or anything, just being with a girl that you're really comfortable with, just hanging out. I mean, maybe just hanging out, sitting back on the couch, cuddling up, watching a movie. You know, I mean, maybe The Godfather, Goodfellas, something romantic like that. And just having a good time. I mean, just relaxing. That's you can't plan romance. It just has to be spontaneous.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with Drew. I mean, you can do almost anything and make it romantic. It all depends if the sparks fly between you and the person you're with. I mean, you can be playing pool, you can be watching TV, you could be out to dinner by candlelight. You know, it all depends on the atmosphere that you two create between each other. So.
Does that mean you're single?
Maybe not. We're seeing people right now, but it's very, very hard to have a serious relationship on the road.
You just broke millions of hearts. Millions of hearts. Okay, we got a question. One more question out of the studio. What's your name?
Kara.
Yeah. Okay, what's your question?
Are you guys going to have another CD coming out?
Yes, we definitely are. Right now, we're actually working on a Christmas album. We've been working on it for actually 3 years. So it's not just going to be some here today, gone tomorrow Christmas album. It's going to be an actual Christmas album that your parents are going to like to listen to, you're going to like to listen to. It's one of those things you can play over Christmas dinner. And yes, we do have soundtracks coming out that we're a part of, and definitely more 98 Degrees music as well.
It's going to be obviously a very busy year, but also keeping busy is, well, the opening act on this band. Live outside with Tyler, we've got Joey. Tyler, tell us about him.
Hey, thanks a lot, Alex. We are live on 7th Avenue with the opening act for the 98 Degrees show. I'm with Joey. Joey, welcome back to Calgary.
Thanks for having me. It's nice to be back.
Well, as you can see, Joey, you got a few fans here. One of the things that I want to know, first of all, is how's the tour been going with the guys?
Oh, it's been going great. I mean, every show's been a sellout, and the guys have been great. I'm fortunate enough to be touring with a bunch of great guys.
Now, you've already had one album out. You got a new album coming out. Tell us about that.
Well, the album's called Truth. The latest single's called Do You Right. The next single off that's called One Last Day. We'll be shooting that video next week sometime. So.
Now, you got a lot of people out here that absolutely love you, and they want to know when they're going to get their hands on the new CD and get to listen to the new single.
It's in stores as we speak, so look out for it.
So has everybody here got a copy of Joey's new CD? And what do you think of the new single? Oh yeah. Has anybody got a question for Joey? Has anybody got a question? Come on.
Do you think that with the popularity of like touring with 98 Degrees, do you think that you're growing more popularity with them too?
It obviously helps because, I mean, it's obvious that, you know, they have some great hype in this country, and, you know, to be able to get out to the masses of kids that they attract, you know, as a band is incredible exposure for me, so I'm grateful.
All right, anybody else got a question for Joey? How about you over here?
Okay. When did you first realize you wanted to start singing? You know, like, what was the moment when you decided you wanted to start a professional career?
You know what, I never really pictured myself doing anything else, so it's this or nothing, basically. I've sang my whole life, and it's something I've always wanted to do, so I couldn't really picture myself doing anything else but this.
And Joey, it's something you do absolutely fantastic. Now, we are going to go back into the studio with Alex Pearson. Alex.
Hey, not a bad gig, Tyler. I have a question. Yeah. What are boxer briefs? Boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs?
Like the Calvin Klein tighties, but long? All right. We like those, don't we, girls? Yeah. All right, thanks. It's time for a break here on Live at 5. It's certainly not 98 degrees outside. Things cooled off today. When we come back, Dar McCool will have the full 5-day forecast. Stay tuned. Live at 5 will be right back. Who's hanging with 98 degrees this afternoon. Hi, Alex. I am. You know, I get to hang with all the cute guys. Tough job, I gotta
Lucky
say.
you.
It's not so bad.
That's not so bad for us either.
Well,
I mean.
gee, thanks. We gotta get down to business. Whoa. We gotta get down to business, though. You know, just talk a little bit about what has happened in the last year. Since December, when you came to visit us, things have definitely skyrocketed for you guys, and a highlight had to have been the American Music Awards. How was that?
Definitely. That was one of the major highlights of the past year for us, as well as singing with Stevie Wonder for the Milan soundtrack and a bunch of other things. But getting to be a part of a tribute to Billy Joel, who is another living legend of music. I mean, just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, that was just amazing to look down off stage and have Billy Joel looking up at you, smiling, like tears in his eyes. I mean, for us, that was definitely a highlight, and just to be on the American Music Awards, just have that type of exposure and that type of recognition was very thrilling for us.
Sure. Was it nerve-wracking? You're singing in front of millions.
Yeah, because, I mean, you grow up, you watch the American Music Awards, you watch the Grammys, you know. I grew up watching Michael Jackson on those shows, and then for us to be up there on TV, like, doing the tribute to Billy Joel, I mean, I remember when I was a kid watching the video for Uptown Girl and thinking it was great. And I'm sitting there, and he's looking at me singing his song, and I was really nervous, and Whitney Houston's right here, and Babyface, and all those people. And
all the hot guys. And you worked with some very serious producers for this album, and that's what made the product the product.
Yeah, I mean, we were very privileged to work with some great producers like Praz and Wyclef from the Fugees. We got to produce a lot on this album. The guys that did our first hit, Invisible Man, they produced 2 songs with us, and Keith Thomas. I mean, we just had a very long list of great producers who really helped us grow as producers and songwriters, and just help us grow as artists, too. I mean, we really had a good time making this album.
And you did. You mentioned earlier you hit the silver screen in one of the hottest animation movies of the year, Milan, working with Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, that was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I mean, we're thrilled to get to meet Stevie, but yet to get to do a song with him and do a video with him and perform live with him and just have your name, like, on the same sheet of paper with him. I mean, featuring Stevie Wonder on 98 Degrees of Studio Heart, I mean, that's just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and a dream come true for us.
Sure. Okay, so does this mean the pressure is on 98 Degrees? Are you under a lot of pressure these days to really sell it?
I mean, we don't really look at it as pressure. I don't feel much pressure now. I mean, it's to me, it's just fun. I mean, it's not a whole lot of pressure to have to come out and sing for a bunch of beautiful, screaming girls every day. We get to travel all around the world and see cool places and see, you know, Calgary. This is a great place. I mean, Canada in general is a great market for us, and you know, we're living a dream, and to us, you know, we're just taking it as it comes along. We feel very blessed and fortunate to get to do what we get to do, because a lot of people, you know, they don't get to do something they love for a career, and we just feel fortunate.
So it was a good thing to start the band.
Yeah, I think so.
It's time to give you guys another chance to ask a question. Who's got a question for the guys? Who have we not hit? I'm going to go right back here. You have your hand up. What do you want to... First of all, give us your name.
Stephanie Parsons.
Stephanie, what do you want to ask the guys?
Are you guys very spiritual persons, people?
Yeah, I think the whole group has their own individual spiritual beliefs. I don't think we really fit into one set religion, but we all believe in God and the higher power, and that God's looking after us and blessing us every day in everything that we do. And we're not really getting up on the soapbox and trying to preach to anybody. We're just living our lives the way that we feel we should, and the way that we're being led to. So, I mean, we're just trying to do our own thing, and yes, we are very spiritual.
All right, we've teased the guys outside long enough. Okay, we are going outside. You guys just come with us right here.
Wow, you guys are wild.
People outside. We're going to all have to quiet down so we can hear. What do you want to ask the guys?
Hey, my question is, with the success of all the other boy bands, do you think it's harder for you to make it through?
And first of all, we got to get your name. It's so impersonal.
I'm Elizabeth.
Melissa. Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, there are a lot of groups, all-guy groups out, and you know, we don't really like to lump ourselves in the boy band category, not to take anything away from those groups. I mean, we're very good friends with those groups, but we consider ourselves a little bit more different. We think we're a very soulful group. We base our music on boys to men type of vibes, and we write a lot of the music we sing, so we feel like we're a little bit different, and as long as we keep changing our music with the times, we think we'll be around for a while. So, good question, though.
One more quick question. Wait, first of all, give us your name. Nicole. Yeah. I was wondering when you guys are coming back. When are you coming back?
Well, right now we don't have anything set in stone to come back to Calgary, but we're always willing to come back to where our fans are, and we love to come out and get responses like this from all these beautiful people. So, I mean, definitely as soon as we can, we'll be coming back.
Well, that's fabulous, because your gig is sold out tomorrow, so, you know, you are a hot ticket. We're going to have to wrap it up out here on 7th, guys. Say your goodbyes. And we're
Thank you, everybody.
Back into the studio, Sarah. All right, Alex, it's a tough job. Time for a break here on Live at 5, but don't tell them last time. We'll check in with 98 Degrees. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Well, I think you better start getting out the hankies. It's time for 98 Degrees to say their farewells. Alex, we already saw some tears. How are the fans doing now?
I'm sorry, you know, you cut out at that last minute. We did see a few tears here, but a lot of cheers. I got to thank you guys so much for coming down here.
Thank all of you. Thank all of our fans here in Calgary.
For coming on down. Bizou for the splendid food, Toxic for the fabulous pants. We also want to mention, if you weren't able to be here with us today, tomorrow, all 4 guys will be at South Center Mall 2 o'clock for a meet and greet, and they will all be there at the show tomorrow, so don't fret if you're all going. That's it from in here. We're actually going to send it out to Tyler so he can say a few words from the streets. Tyler?